The process of creating art must be an exhausting thing. At least, that is what I gather from my two neighbors. One is a writer and the other a painter. They put on quite the show, and it always unfolds the same way. To begin, there is the prepping stage. There is the gathering of tools, an assortment of drinks, and of course, the morning stretches. Working together can be an obvious positive when creating a piece of art. Working off each other, gathering suggestions, etc. However, it also comes with its own set of negatives. For example, the writer prefers his coffee to be light and not so assertive. This mishap ignites an argument on the painter's inability to follow the correct coffee-to-water ratio. Why had the painter not brewed the coffee as directed? Followed by, why does the writer have to be such a pompous jerkface? What is their friendship coming to? The prepping stage always seems to flirt with procrastination, making it last much longer than needed. And around this time, the writer's OCD has reached its peak. The pens and pencils need to be lined up correctly, sharpened, color-coded, the coffee poured, and the paper piled perfectly. The painter takes less care of his tools, but enjoys playing with them and talking about what he will soon create. And here is when they realize they are all out of coffee. A run to the store must be made. Whilst waiting for the other artist to return, the writer had noticed the ungodly mess in the yard and had taken the opportunity. The yard work varies from day to day, from mowing the lawn to trimming the tree to deciding it's the perfect time to clean the gutters. This is what I refer to as the productive stage, and it lasts only an hour or two. On occasion, they lean on each other for criticism. The writer reads a few paragraphs to his partner, and the painter gives his best response. It's absolutely brilliant. I must say, I envy the two men. There is no doubt that to create something makes one's life more beautiful and satisfying. It's like what Picasso said, art washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life. Figuring she could add something to his canvas, the painter has the girl sit for him, soccer ball in hand. After a few focused moments, they are both alarmed when the writer gets up and suddenly curses at his typewriter. How is it even possible to write such dribble? He asks. The painter assures the young girl that his friend is not insane and to ignore the poor bastard. The painter exposes the piece to his friend, who is obviously not impressed. The writer stares for a moment and then expresses his dissatisfaction. With this surprisingly negative reaction, the painter jumps to his feet and proclaims that the writer is full of crap and could go jump off a cliff. Always, in the end, they agree to a truce. We have now reached the stage that is my personal favorite, the inspired stage. Perhaps this is because it is the quietest of them all. I am glad to have these men as my neighbors. They make an obnoxious amount of noise, but they keep me entertained, and they remind me to always find beauty in the world. I must thank them someday.